and today I'm going to be building a bar fully functional in The Sims 4 with only 10,000 simoleons. Also, it's going to be base game. I don't really have any plans for this, so I'm just going in blind and seeing what I can do. I'm going to start with a box. And then, to spice it up, a box. Shake it up, another box. Spin it around, maybe another box. And then get this. This is the fun part. One more box. That's already $5,000? Today, I'm going to be building a Sims 4 bar, and it's going to be $10,000, and I'm not going to make a bunch of boxes. I'm going to make a 5-wide box. This is going to have the bar in the dining room. The TV can be right here. And it can be a TV stereo. I'll put the bathroom right there. It's still expensive, but it's a little bit more reasonable. My plans for this bar is to use the second cheapest bar, not because I want the 4-wide particularly, mainly just because if I use this, I'm going to want to use the vault cabinets, and if I use the vault cabinets, it's twice as expensive. So that's not happening. I don't know if you thought that was happening, but that's not happening. So 3 cabinets here, and we're not doing those. That's a lot of money. Why did I scroll to the bottom? What was my plan? Oh yeah, a budget challenge. Let's scroll to the bottom and see what's there. No, I'm gonna do 2 of these shelves and none in the middle, unlike I normally do. Instead, in the middle, I'm going to do a shelf to line up with those shelves. Maybe one of these would work better. Ah, no. I'm going to use the master shelf from Dine Out. And that should work. That looks pretty nice. Now, I'm not using this blue because it just doesn't work. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the brown for a more classy look. So, it turns out that despite the cabinets that match the bar having this wonderful brown swatch, the bar doesn't have that brown swatch. So instead, I have to pick this one and then match it on the cabinets, which is fine, but I don't like it. I can live with it. That sink could be a different color. The gray sink works pretty well. We can go with the white and gray theme. Now for wallpaper here, maybe I do tile sort of backsplash thing. Ooh, this brick works well. This looks a little dungeony, but I do kind of like it. Is there a better swatch? I like that. I do like that. It's interesting. I think I can go with that. Now one of the my cheap options are this modern wood paneling from Dine Out. Didn't I say this is going to be base game? I totally forgot about that. Let's get rid of this. Let's put in, not this shelf. Not this shelf either, but maybe the mega shelf could work. Nope, doesn't have a swatch to match. I'm going to have to go with everybody's faithful, the immaculate shelf. It even has a swatch to match. That's almost too perfect. Almost. You might be wondering what I'm going to do with these corners here. I don't know. I do know that I don't like the Martian soil. So I'm going to do gray modern wood. Nope, it's not base game. So I'm going to do stucco. Gray stucco. Finish out this room. And maybe we can use this brick for the stereo and TV. That could work. That could work. That could work. Now we need bar stools. All the bar stools are so expensive. I'm gonna go with this metal bar stool because I don't want to go with the crafted bar stool. We're already at 5,000. This is weird. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be so weird. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just gonna be weird. Let's get up the requirements for this. Okay. We'll come back to this later. We'll come back to the bar later. Right now, we need the cheapest dining room table. I could just do that. And then put this right here. And it almost works. I'm gonna go with that. I might be a little delusional, but it kind of makes it look bigger, maybe? I don't know. Oh my god, I keep using stuff that's not base game. I need to fix that. What is the second cheapest dining table? That's actually base game. Okay, it's not that bad. It matches the chairs a little better. After the windows, we're only at 5,500. And then we need curtains. I'm gonna turn off everything but base game. There we go. Okay. So now I can only see the base game. I think my best option, honestly, might be this curtain. Paired with these curtains. And then we make them all blue to complement the blue bar stools. It's not bad. That is not bad. I don't mind that. Don't love most of this, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Honestly, I'm a little surprised, but I don't mind it. So the front door could be right here. The bathroom door, let's just use the queen's door. No, it's so expensive and it's not worth it. Oh, I thought this was dining. I thought this was dine out. Oh, it's not. Okay. That's wonderful. Okay, cool. And then for the bar, I'm actually going to do this little hack where you take a wall, you place a door you want on that wall, and then you delete the wall. And if you have UV.move objects on, that door should stay there. We're at $6,000. All I have left is the bathroom, clutter up the bar, the flooring, and the exterior. Do the bathroom first. We can do a couple of these stalls almost using half walls. There's the half walls between the toilets, and it creates a wall look. And I don't love any of these trims, but I don't hate these. The base game trims are lacking. They're certainly lacking, but it's okay. And then for the flooring, I'm gonna go with blue checkerboard that continues up the back wall. Not the full wall, that's a little much. And then this gray tiling throughout the rest. A nice minimalist bathroom look. If we move this over, we should be able to place... Can we afford a countersink? All that cost $1,000. I don't think it's a good idea to go with the countersink. I think we want a pedestal sink. We could even use this sink. I like it. I don't hate it. I like it. Now back to the bar. Yay. Okay. First, miscellaneous food clutter. Scroll through all the debug. If you get past all the debug, there's actually some really good options in here. For example, there's this cask that you can get in the mixology branch. And look at that. It's perfect for a little bar. There's even this antique coffee pot, but I prefer this one with the debug mug. Let me get that. Also, if you want, I found the coffee. Also, if you want more room in the build mode menu like I have right here, you can just download Twisted Mexi's Better Build By, and it includes organized debug, organized live edit, like named debug trees and all sorts of stuff like that. And you can make build by bigger by hitting one key. Makes it super easy to find stuff. Harder to miss stuff, I should say. Now some good bar clutter. Debug has a lot of good clutter for the bar. First of all, it has this shaker, which is dangerous. It's very dangerous. I haven't been able to figure out how to delete it, and you can't move it once you place it. So make sure you have it right where you want it. Because now, if I try to move this, it doesn't work. But now that it's there, I can start to move some lemons that I found in debug into place. There we go. That one's right there where it needs to go. And get some ice cubes out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ice cubes and a lime wedge. And it even has a muddler in debug. Slot that right there and bring the bar back, and there you go. Now you have two options for the other half of the shaker. You can scroll down to all these cups, and there's actually the top of a cobbler shaker down here, which you can just slot right next to the lime wedges and ice cubes, and it works like that. Or you can just pick a tall cup like this and pretend that it's a Boston shaker using a 16-ounce glass. However, I'm going to go with the cobbler shaker, the European cobbler shaker for now. I might change it later though. It's nice to know that you have options. Next, I'm going to take this debug bottle. The green one will slot to things. The blue and yellow ones won't. So I can just take the green one to mark out where I want to put the bottles and move the blue and yellow one up using the 9 key to match. All this empty space is pretty easy to fill. Think about it. If you have people sitting here, are they going to want a bunch of ice cubes sitting in front of them? Or are they going to want their glasses? Slot some glasses up there, make sure to mix it up. And one of my favorite things to do is really simple. Take a glass, you can either place it on your bar or move it using Alt place. And once you have it where you want, take an ice cube and you can just slot it into the cup right there and call it an old-fashioned. Now the final thing I like to do is go back to kitchen clutter and grab a few things, few staples. There's a fruit bowl. You gotta have those limes and lemons. This hexagonal wine rack is absolutely wonderful. I like to take 2. And they slot perfectly on top of each other. Get some utensils, maybe a microwave. Oh! How did I get to... We're close to budget. Can we afford a microwave? We cannot afford a microwave. So maybe we don't get a microwave, but a coffee pot would be nice. Change the swatch to match. And the final thing I like to add in my bars is back in debug. You scroll almost all the way down in base game debug, right past these bows. There's a hammer, a chisel, and this random ingredients bag. Size down, looks like an ice bag. So you take that, put your hammer here, and your chisel right next to it, You can even grab some more ice cubes, slot your bar back in place, and you have a perfect little ice pick station where you can crush ice in the bag, you can chisel it into squares, and you can get all the ice you ever need. Not speaking of ice. We are $80 off, which sounds like plant money. We can't get 2 of these, unfortunately, but we can get one of them. A trash can. We definitely needed one of those. Would have been sad if I missed that. Now the exterior, which I may have neglected. How much money do we have left? Wait, we went over budget? How did we do that? Okay. So I just realized that I took out the television and I didn't replace it. So now, not only do I have to fit a television, I'm $15 over budget. I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Okay. Let's see. This is the cheapest thing that counts as a television. So, pro tip, take this, shove it underneath, you got your television. But now, I need to sell something that's worth $165. Oh, those are expensive. One of those should work. And that is a less than $10,000 base game bar. Thank you for watching. See you next time.